Top 20 cartoons that defined the 1980s. Set the Wayback Machine for 1985. The hair is big, the colors are neon, and your parents are yelling at you to turn off the TV and go outside. But you can't, because it's Saturday morning or after school, and that means it's cartoon time. The 1980s was a wild decade for animation. It was the era of the 30-minute toy commercial, the birth of syndication kings, and the rise of theme songs that are still stuck in our heads 40 years later. These shows taught us about teamwork, good versus evil, and the importance of knowing that knowing is half the battle. So grab your Trapper Keeper, pour yourself a bowl of sugary cereal, and join us as we count down the top 20 best cartoons of the 1980s. The list: 20. The Snorks, 1984. Let's start under the sea. If you ever watched the Smurfs and thought, you know what this needs, gills, then the Snorks was your show. These colourful, snorkel-nosed creatures lived in the underwater world of Snorkland. Sure, it was a little on the nose as a Smurfs clone, but it had a catchy theme song and introduced us to characters like All-Star Casey and Tooter, the guy who communicated exclusively by honking. It was harmless, bubbly fun. 19. The Wuzzles, 1985. Before Disney hit it big with DuckTales, they experimented with a show about hybrid animals. The Wuzzles were half one animal, half another, like Bumblebee and half Bumblebee, half lion and hippopotamus, half rabbit, half hippo. The show only lasted one season, but the toys were everywhere. It was a simple, sweet premise about friendship that proved Disney was ready to get back into the TV game. 18. MASK, 1985. Kenner Toys wanted in on the action, and they gave us MASK, or Mobile Armored Strike Command. Led by Matt Tracker, this team used masks that gave them special powers and vehicles that transformed almost as much as the Transformers did. The premise: fighting the evil organization Venom. It was basically G.I. Joe meets Hot Wheels, and for kids in the 80s, it was pure gasoline-soaked adrenaline. 17. The Real Ghostbusters, 1986. After the blockbuster movie, kids needed more ghost-busting action. Enter The Real Ghostbusters. It expanded the mythology, gave Slimer a bigger role as the friendly ghost, and actually managed to be genuinely creepy at times. The chemistry between Peter, Ray, Egon, and Winston was spot on, and it proved that a cartoon could be just as funny, and sometimes scarier, than the live-action film. 16. Alvin and the Chipmunks, 1983. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore made a huge comeback in the 80s with this series. With its synth-heavy theme song and the introduction of the Chipettes, this show brought the Chipmunks to a whole new generation. The plot was always the same. Alvin gets too big for his britches, Dave yells ALLLVINN, and chaos ensues. But the music was catchy and the humor held up. It ran for almost a decade for a reason. 15. The Care Bears, 1985. In a decade full of lasers and explosions, the Care Bears offered a hug. Based on the greeting card characters, these bears lived in Care-a-Lot and traveled